Now we're getting into the Jimmy Kimmel drama, and I've got a couple of goodies for this one. Disney and Jimmy Kimmel are disagreeing on how to bring back his show. Kimmel wants to do his monologue where he clarifies his comments and emphasizes that he never believed Charlie Kirk's killer was MAGA. He would have also fought back at Fox News, right-wing social media users, and others who he believes dishonestly mischaracterized his comments to fan the flames of outrage. Disney reportedly thought that went too far and didn't help the situation. So they've actually got a source, because I was going to say this is X after all, so you probably want to take it with a grain of salt, but they got 2.5 million followers, so clearly they say stuff that people obviously agree with, or they're accurate in some way, shape, or form to get that big of a following. So it's on puck.news, Kimmel, Iger, and the culture of capitulation, an informed dialogue on the fallout from Disney's Jimmy Kimmel suspension from the FCC's sustained attack on free speech to the network's mishandling of the moment, and what ABC's early capitulation will mean for Bob Iger's precious legacy and his potential successor. And it's fucking paywalled. Lovely. Yeah, I should have checked this earlier. I wouldn't even included that, or would have even clicked on it. I'll still leave it in the description. I would be pretty surprised if anybody listening to this has a subscription to this like really obscure website that I've never heard of. But it'll be down there. I always link everything that I show on screen, so it'll be there. But anyway, a couple images, Disney, whatnot. So speaking of which, I found this hilarious ass video. You're gonna love this. So from Lucas Sanders, wow, Dutch talk show host Lubach put together an absolutely savage takedown of Disney after they bowed down to the Trump administration to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air. So I use profanity when I'm talking. So, but still, full disclosure, there's going to be a little profanity in this. The P-U-S-S-S, you know, that word's going to be mentioned a couple times. I think that's the only thing that's really said that might be shocking to some people who might be listening. But this is absolutely hilarious, man. So let's check this out.
We bring you a whole new Disney.
Trump Tower.
There are new stories to be told.
Oh, Belle, you're so hot. If you weren't my daughter, I'd probably be dating you.
I can show you the world.
New songs to be sung.
We don't talk about Jeffrey.
No, Jeffrey.
We don't talk about Jeffrey.
Oh, shit.
New sequels to timeless classics.
Lock her up! Okay, now I'm gonna grab you by the pussy. Where is your pussy?
Because not every voice needs to be heard.
Bambi, trans women are women.
Oh, my God. Holy shit.
Olaf, you are made out of snow, right?
Yes?
So that means climate change isn't real.
Damn right.
Making our company great again with brand new adventures.
I'm gonna go suck Donald Trump's dick.
The new Disney. It's a small world after all.
Oh, man. What a fucking banger, man. That was fucking hilarious. All right. That was a good one. I had fun watching that earlier. That was cracking me up, so I had to share that. All right. Anyway, moving on to Cernovich. The right was canceled on late night decades ago. All we had was social media, and the Biden regime personally had people banned and limited what we could say. Your faux sanctimonious scolding has no power here. And he's responding to Conan O'Brien, and he says this about Jimmy Kimmel. The suspension of Jimmy Kimmel and the promise to silence other late-night hosts for criticizing the administration should disturb everyone on the right, the left, and center. It's wrong, and anyone with a conscience knows it's wrong. And so, of course, he's pushing back. He's protecting his buddies. He's standing on the First Amendment and yada, yada. So I guess, like, just simply not realizing that Disney is a company. They're a private company, and they make the rules. They have a code of ethics. They've got, you know, their mission statement that they're trying to stand behind, I guess. So, yeah, if they want to fire somebody, they can fire them. Anyway, so I guess I might just check through a couple of these real quick. So he didn't get fired for criticizing Donald Trump. Criticizing Trump is all he's done for many years. It's what you all do. He fucking lied about who murdered Charlie Kirk, you effing asshole. So, yeah. He did. Save us your pearl-clutching dribble. Jimmy Kimmel's suspension was an assault on free speech. And Roseanne, You mean like when you and your man wife called Bob Iger at ABC to get me fired over a tweet? Yeah. Well, and also, like, they even attack their own man. Remember when Kevin Hart, he was supposed to do the Oscars. I mentioned this just last night. Like, sometime in like 2013, he made a gay joke in the form of a tweet, and somebody dug it up and complained about it, and they yanked his opportunity to host the Oscars. All right, yeah, this is another one. Like, he clearly does blackface, and he's like the only white dude in America, the only famous white dude who doesn't get tons of flack for it. Now, why is that? Well, your friend's a racist. That's how this works, isn't it? Uh-huh. I mean, I'll admit that was actually funny when it happened. I remember when that came out. I mean, I saw it probably years later, but anyway. So not even one tweet or post about a man who was murdered in front of thousands and seen by millions. A man who was openly and peaceful, debating, practicing free speech on college campuses. Maybe Charlie should have been a comedian instead, huh? No results from Conan O'Brien, Charlie Kirk. Very interesting. Not one single post, huh? All right, so anyway, I'll just get back to it. So yeah, there's probably some good stuff down there. But anyway, I'm kind of limited on my time. I don't want to go too long. So this is from Rapid Response 47. The president was right again. Kimmel was sidelined because his show sucked. And here's an image here going back to, let's see, the ratings track from 2010 to 2015. So what, 500,000 from back in 2012-13, went back up 2013-14. Not sure what happened exactly, which would have caused that to happen. But I mean, it's not that substantial. It is a little bit, but then all of a sudden, down, down, down he goes. So yeah, man, like people just aren't watching this shit anymore, especially once it got political. That's really where it started, just to keep going. I mean, it already started by that point, but it just didn't stop. I mean, there's not really any comedy when you're trying to make fun of politics and you're on the left. It's just not funny. So anyway, yeah, and then people on the left are trying to say that, well, the best thing the right has is Greg Gutfeld, and he's not even funny. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding? That's the funniest show on late night, and everybody freaking knows it. I know that's kind of a lame comeback from my part, but I'm just stating the facts. I mean, Greg Gutfeld, he's a funny guy. He's got funny co-hosts on there. All right, so this is Rapid Response 47. POTUS, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person, and they should have fired him a long time ago. I'm sure he's going to say
Jimmy
exactly what I
Kimmel was
just
fired
said.
because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Ouch. Yep. I bet he was. Yeah, I try not to read those quotes. I try to just play it. Just got a little ahead of myself.